word I was looking for? The method of the murder was meticulous.
Oh, right.
Okay, right. The killer had to know that Phoebe was going to be here tonight. And they had to know about her weird habits, such as the constant hand-washing thing, and that she had to use only the pre-packaged, pre-moistened, antibacterial towelettes.
Oh, here's a question. Before tonight, how many of you knew who the other guest would be?
Oh, well, Shecky and I didn't know till we got here, did we, Shecky?
I'm still not sure I know who's here tonight.
Well, did any of you know before tonight who was going to be on the show?
Well, I knew who the other guest would be, but I always do. It's my business. It gives me time to dig up the dirt, as it were. You never know when you may need a little venom to, well, I don't mean venom as in the poisonous type. I mean gossip, you know, the juicy stuff. Well, I don't mean juicy as in anything toxic or like secretive. What I mean is...
Ruby, we get it.
Well, I knew who the other guests would be here this evening, although no one actually told me. I saw it in a vision. I was standing in a vortex in Sedona, Arizona. When...
So, some of you ascertained in advance that Phoebe St. Self would be present this evening, correct? And you, Miss Kafka, were her contracted guardian for the evening.
Well, not really. As I told you, it was my brother Bubba. I was only just filling in for him.
And you're filling in because?
Well, Bubba left me this note, and he said, I have another job at the last minute. I have to guard some guy named Tommy Reese.
And did you know prior to this evening that this particular event would require your attention?
No, I just found out a few hours ago when we got out of jail.
Which one of you came onto the show first?
That would be Shecky and me.
So, Mr. Scagnetti and Miss Buffet were out here the whole time while Miss St. Self was present. That would mean Miss Ethereal and Miss Rago would have been backstage for a period of time in the general region of Miss St. Self's property, i.e. her purse. This fact would have given either one of them a window of opportunity to deposit the tainted towelettes.
Excuse me, but I don't use poison to kill people. I use the pen.
Interesting.
You want to share with the group, darling?
Well, something Ruby just said reminded me of my criminal investigation classes. Now, Ruby, if you had been killed tonight, you know, it's the concept called motive. So if you had been killed tonight, the motive would have been pretty easy to assume.
I beg your pardon?
Well, you do write some pretty nasty things about people in the paper. This makes them angry. So angry that they may say, seek revenge? Now that I could understand. But why Phoebe? I mean, she could be annoying and tyrannical at times, but that certainly doesn't warrant murder.
It doesn't?
No, there must be something deeply rooted here. Something from the past, a long-standing grudge or...
Revenge.
Yes, or?
Blackmail.
Yes, or?
A crime of passion.
Maybe, or?
A bad business deal.
Or...
Jealousy.
Or maybe it was this crazed fan stalker killer guy who was obsessed with her. And he had written her all these letters.
I didn't do it.
And she never answered, and so he flipped, you know, just like snapped. He goes out and gets this big red magic marker, and he drew these big red X's through all of her pictures, and he tore them all down, and he ripped them up into a million pieces, and he took them into his backyard, and he burned them, and then he buried them in a shallow grave. And he came here tonight, planted a towelette,